In Part 1, we demonstrated that the Greek name Thermuthis and the Egyptian name Mutnofret are linguistically the same name, preserved across two different writing systems. But a name alone does not prove identity. In Part 2, we follow the life of this woman through Egyptian history and discover that her timeline aligns remarkably with the biblical Moses and the account preserved by Josephus. This is the life of Thermuthis. Ahmose I was born around 1549 BC in Thebes into the royal family of Egypt's 17th dynasty. His father was Pharaoh Seqenenre-Tao, the Theban king who began the war of liberation against the Hyksos. His mother was Queen Ahotep, a powerful regent who held Upper Egypt together during years of conflict. After his father's death, Ahmose came to the throne as a child. By the age of 10, he ruled Upper Egypt and continued the campaign to reunify Egypt. He soon married his sister, Princess Ahmose Nefertari, strengthening the royal bloodline. Their firstborn child was a daughter, Thermuthis, born around 1533 BC in Thebes. A year later, a son named Ahmose-Ankh was born, followed 2 years later by another son, Ahmose-Sapir. These children entered a royal household shaped by war, restoration, and growing political ambition. In 1529 BC, Ahmose launched the final campaign against the Hyksos. 3 years later, the Hyksos were driven out of Avaris. 2 years after that, their last stronghold at Sharuhen fell. Egypt was reunified, and Ahmose I became ruler of all Egypt. In the year Egypt was reunified, his youngest son, Amenhotep, was born. From approximately 1524 to 1520 BC, the Israelite population left behind in Avaris was subjected to forced labor, political suppression, and tightening state control, marking the beginning of their oppression in Egypt. In 1520 BC, tragedy struck Thermuthis' family. Both of her brothers, the younger Sapir and the crown prince Ahmose-Ankh, who was betrothed to her, died suddenly at only 12 years of age. With no surviving royal brother available for dynastic marriage, her future was destabilized. Soon afterward, her father issued a decree targeting Hebrew male infants, ordering that all firstborn sons be put to death. In March of 1519 BC, only 2 kilometers upstream from the palace at Avaris, a Levite woman placed her infant son into a basket among the reeds of the Nile. Thermuthis discovered the child weeping and chose compassion over policy. She adopted him. She named him Moses. The child was placed in the care of his biological mother, Jochebed, who nursed him until weaning. Afterward, Thermuthis returned to Thebes. By 1518 BC, Thermuthis married Thutmose, a hardened military commander rising through Egypt's ranks. Within a year, Moses arrived in Thebes to be raised inside Pharaoh's household. At the same time, Thermuthis became a mother. Her first son, Amenmose, was born in 1517 BC. A second son, Wajmos, followed 2 years later. But stability did not last. In 1514 BC, Ahmose I, the conqueror and reunifier of Egypt, died. The throne passed to his youngest son, Amenhotep I, only a child. Their mother, Ahmose Nefertari, ruled as regent. In 1510 BC, Thutmose married Thermuthis' sister, Princess Ahmose. A year later, their daughter Hatshepsut was born, a future queen. Meanwhile, Thermuthis bore a third son in 1508 BC. She named him Thutmose, after his father. Soon afterward, Amenhotep I married his sister, Ahmose Meritamun. Not long after their mother, Ahmose Nefertari, died, removing the stabilizing force of the dynasty. By 1493 BC, both Amenhotep and his wife were dead, without an heir. Thutmose ascended the throne as king, yet Thermuthis was not crowned queen. Instead, her sister, Queen Ahmose, assumed the queenship. For Thermuthis, the loss was personal and political. Then tragedy deepened. Both of her sons, Amenmose and Wajmose, died before 1484 BC. Not long afterwards, Queen Ahmose also died. Only then did Thermuthis finally become queen. She had waited decades, through war, shifting dynasties, and the loss of her children, to reach the throne. By 1483 BC, Thutmose I had become seriously ill. To the south of Egypt, the Nubian territories, long held under Egyptian control, erupted in revolt. Thutmose's youngest son was physically weak and unfit to command a military campaign. According to Josephus, Moses was appointed to lead the Egyptian army against the Nubians and achieved a decisive victory. Thermuthis witnessed Moses return in triumph, now married to a Nubian woman named Isis. Later that year, Thutmose I died. His son, Thutmose II, ascended the throne as king. Thermuthis lived to witness his marriage to Hatshepsut. Within 2 years, Thermuthis herself died at approximately 52 years of age. Her life intersected uniquely with Moses, empire, war, loss, and redemption, remembered under 2 names and 2 civilizations. In the next installment, we will examine the chronological alignment and archaeological implications of this identification, testing how the biblical account and Josephus's record fit within ancient Egyptian history. If you want to follow this research, subscribe and continue the journey.